2022 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jets and the Panthers on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made because last year, we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yep. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be quarterbacked, of course, by a two-time Super Bowl champion in his 18th NFL season. It's Ben Roethlisberger.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. And he's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. They'll be led, of course, by their second-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. And sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a 2nd, 3rd reaction play and create downfield.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. carry for Josh Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Burrow on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 28 yards. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Roethlisberger will throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety Keanu Neal there to knock that one free. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. On third down, Burrow winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. On is the punter, Charlton, now as he's able to get this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now Burrow. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays. Having on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Shifts by him and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 54 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now it's Burrow. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change things up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. call that a very strong gain of 24. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Let's listen in on the call. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. It's caught left side by John Brown. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. Edwards-Helaire. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's Burrow. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Burrow will throw. Wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Joe Schobert, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And brought in by the tight end Cook. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Blankenship's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board. Johnson now returning.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points on? Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quandre Diggs. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter, and they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd and short.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this will be caught by Mooney. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Burrow. And this is Cook with a grab.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that'll set them back 5. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's complete to Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
On 1, ready?
To the air again, Burrow. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Michael Pilardi now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch on the first down. This is Jacobs. Shreds the tackle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 94 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Shakes off the sack. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter, so that one will be accepted.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Now Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Jared Cook, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
Yep.
And they clocked it up, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ben to throw again. Looking sideline, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tommy Trimble with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It is true, the lead cut to 10, 23-13. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding goal. And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore. We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle with the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Roethlisberger. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
108 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
Now Abdullah, the return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here.
2nd and 11 now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Panthers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.